Most of the time we think if it's a 10-year deal, if this is your last labor negotiation, a lot of times we say it's the commissioner's legacy, it's DeMaurice Smith's legacy, but isn't this also the owner's legacy as to how you will leave the game? Will you sleep easy tonight knowing that what it is you guys accomplished will put the game in the best place it's ever been?
Well, let me start off by saying I really expect to be here for the next negotiation in the same spot where we're going. So I don't look at this as in 10 years. As a matter of fact, a lot of what we had to think about, and from in my own shoes, what are some of what I'm going to leave in the structure in 10 years. But what is important is that 10 years is a significant time to have a stability that we can take our game and grow revenue because of that stability. And it's a credit to the players to see that, because during this 10 years they'll get more rewards, financial rewards. My approach to this thing all along has been, let's do it like this and we will grow the pie and actually you'll get more money. Well, length caused that value to be there, and you can get that value when you're doing television rights, whatever you do. So length has a big because people see stability, and it has a big value when it comes to growing the revenue.
TV contracts, they're in, everybody
anything
knows
we're
that.
into, sponsorships, everything in the book, the more they can see long-term labor stability and long-term agreement, then they're more willing to do longer and more.
When you share revenue in this league, as a team that has spent more money over the years, how okay are you with the idea that there's actually a basement now on the cap? Was that important to you personally, that if I'm sharing my revenue, I want to know that it's going to be put back into football the way that it seems to this agreement will make it?
Well, that was the deal we made. That's our deal with the players, is that if you'll let us consider these costs, we'll reinvest that and grow the pie. And so that was very important to, in my mind, to the players, and very important that we put that dynamic into this deal with the players, and it will. And there's no question, there's none in my mind that players will get a lot more money under this deal than they've gotten on the last deal.
Do you like the idea of a hard cap? You being a guy who, if you look at the numbers at 120 million, you're over the cap. Do you like the idea? Do you think you'll be able to be okay with the idea that you can't really spend what you want to spend?
Well, you know, what you have to do in a league, it's very much like this negotiation. It just doesn't always it doesn't always be the way you want it to be.
Right.
Very decent, so to speak. Gotcha. And so the bottom line is that I'm okay here. I can paint scenarios where if you could just freewheel, that the Cowboys potentially might do some good things. But I appreciate so much the competitive balance that our revenue sharing does. But as also you're well aware that I'm a big proponent of having some that's on the incentive plan, and that grows the league through marketing. And these players will benefit from that, and they structure disagreement like that.
Mr. Jones,
I'm glad they have, because it will grow the pie.
Mr. Jones, as a guy who's played football, I know you didn't play in the NFL, but you definitely play high-level college football. How important was it to you to take care of the legend players, as we're calling it, the old players, and make sure that they have benefits and things that they need to go further?
Well, I think that the way, I know the antithesis is that, players had their turn at the wheel and made their big money. When I got out of school, pro players were making more than 5 times engineers. So it's all relative. And so and you say, well, that should take care of it. Well, certainly we've got situations that don't. It's great to be a part of a league and an agreement with the players that when it needs some help can put in an agreement the kind of money we put in the agreement approaching $1 billion for the players. Approaching $1 billion to the players. And it's the players' credit, everybody's credit that that money's going to go to some of these people that weren't covered under some of the programs.
And how does that bring them to buy?
Jared, what will this deal do for the cities that need stadiums like here in Atlanta? The teams that need stadiums, we're looking for some help going into this. Did you still help them out?
Well, we are and have in the past and on a going forward basis, we have parts of this deal that do create incentives and do create means to build the stadiums. And players as well as owners have recognized these stadiums are a great benefit to the game and fans.